Hey everybody. She was just next to me, so of course Sadie has to be in the video. Weird opening for this one because this video, of course, is for Valentine's Day, but I didn't end up filming the entire day because I had a weird issue with the GoPro camera where I don't know what the deal was. The memory got full on the card, and then the camera wouldn't turn off. Like I tried to switch the cards out, and it still said like memory card is full, and it wouldn't turn off. Like I couldn't get the thing to turn off, so I had to just let the battery run out. And by the time I'd done that, I'd finished cooking and everything. So I was like, screw it. I'll just do a weird sort of thing. So I do have the first half of the day, and that's going to be like my normal vlog, me in different locations and stuff. I even have the music and everything. And then once that part is done, I'll just come back here and I'll kind of just rattle off all the extra stuff that I wasn't able to actually record on the day of. So that's how this one is going to be. So I'm going to send you guys right into the actual opening for this episode, and then we'll just come right back to here. Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here with the Katana Chronicles vlog. Today is Valentine's Day, and it is also the 4-year anniversary of me and my girlfriend being together. And today, obviously, double special day because of that. So right now, I'm moving around because I got a lot to do today. I got stuff for us as a couple, so we're doing food, and I'm going to try to get some flowers last minute because, of course, it's the day of, so we'll see how that plays out. But you're going to have a fancy dinner today. Going to clean up a little bit so it's super fancy when she gets back. Also have some stuff to do as far as the channel because Resident Evil... they just released. I don't know why they did this on Valentine's Day. I find this to be like the weirdest choice. I don't even know I'm walking around. I think I got everything. But for whatever reason, Capcom decided, why don't we release the second batch of DLC on, this is the squeakiest chair, why don't we do that on Valentine's Day? So that came out today, and I'm going to try to get like at least an episode. I want to film at least an hour of that. So I have an episode that I can throw up this week. I still have to do the vlog technically for this week because I've been, ever since last week, because I had a lot of stuff to do with my production company, I've been thrown off and I didn't end up editing because we hung out with our friends like all weekend. So I filmed, but I haven't had the chance to edit the vlog for this weekend. So I'm going to try to do the Resident Evil video. I'm going to try to get the vlog done today. Hopefully I can get that done. And then go into getting all the Valentine's Day stuff. I wanted to do this before I started filming because, wow, yeah, I'm definitely switching chairs. Because this is what my girlfriend got me. And some of you guys may have seen this if you follow you follow me on Instagram, which nobody does, so you probably didn't see it there. But on Twitter, everything I post on Instagram goes straight to Twitter because I have an app that sets it up like that. So this is what I got, which is the Resident Evil Tyrant. And we went to the mall and we set like a small limit for us this year. And so this is what I wanted to get. Like we went to Hot Topic because that's where they have like all physical nerd stuff. And we just happened to be in the mall. We were with our friends. So it was like, all right, well, let's see what they have here. And we were at some other stores. We saw some cool stuff. And as soon as I went in the Hot Topic, I saw this and I was like, holy crap. And I had to decide. I was like, all right, well, there's this, which was really cool. They actually had a Power Rangers hat, like another hat. And I was like, well, I could use another hat for the channel. Of course, the Power Rangers film is coming out later this month. But I got really OCD about it because the pictures, they didn't have the Pink Ranger Zord on there. And I was like, it's cool, but they don't even have, like, the original 5 aren't even on there. Like, the Megazord is on the front. And then it's 4 of the other, the other 4 Zords on the back. And I was like, they don't even have the whole 5. And I got super OCD, so I was like, it's not worth getting. So, got the Tyrant, and now I want to get the Jill pop figure, because I knew that they had these, and I was like, I'd seen the Leon one. I didn't know that they had, I saw the Leon one and the Liquor one. I didn't know they had Jill and Nemesis, the Tyrant, or the Hunter. I hadn't seen any of those yet. So, once I picked up the Tyrant, and you flip it over, and it's like, here's all the other characters. The Liquor, I'm not too interested in. I'd seen that, and I was like, it's Resident Evil, that's cool. And Leon, I was like, whatever, I don't really care that much. But I love Jill. Jill is my favorite character out of the whole franchise. And Nemesis is my favorite villain. So I might actually get the Nemesis one. I'm not 100% sure about that. I kind of wish, I wish the Tyrant was like the normal size and Nemesis was the 6-inch, because if this was 6-inch, or if I had to choose if they were both, I definitely would have chosen to have Nemesis be the 6-inch figure. Because they even have the Hunter. I didn't even notice this until just now. But the Tyrant is the same size as the Hunter, and that's totally unfair. Like, this thing should be as big as the Liquor. And the Tyrant and Nemesis should be the epic 6-inch figures because they deserve it, especially Nemesis. Like if you played Resident Evil 3, you know Nemesis, and for those of you who don't, he's even crazier than the Tyrant. Like he's just as big, and he follows you through the entire freaking game. So if anything should be a 6-inch pop figure from Resident Evil, it's definitely Nemesis. But I might still pick it up. I'm definitely gonna have to find Jill in some random store. Like I normally don't care that much about pop figures. I don't really pick them up that often. Hello, Sadie. Say hi. You're gonna be in every video because you're always walking around. But I'm probably gonna get Jill at some point in the future. And as far as what I got my girlfriend, she actually just wanted like a little waterproof speaker because she listens to music all the time. She loves to do that. I normally close the door because I film in here, so she doesn't really get to walk in like this very often. Hello, CD. But my girlfriend just wanted like a little waterproof speaker, so I got her one of those. And like I said, now I'm just going to go into something simple as far as recording, and then I'm going to get to the more Valentine stuff. You're going to help me celebrate Valentine's with Shayna, Sadie? Like, she seriously has an aversion to being on film. Like, no. But that's what we're going to do. This is already super long. Alright guys, so I am currently at the grocery store. I'm about to head in and get everything that I need for dinner tonight. Might pick up some flowers. I don't know. I still debate that because I never do the flower thing. I always thought it was so normal, but my girlfriend likes it, so I might actually do that this time. Still not 100% sure because I don't know. It's so common. I just hate doing that. But so is all of anything you do for Valentine's Day, really. So I'm heading here, and we're just going to shoot through the grocery store. Alright everybody, so that is the trip for Kroger. That's where I was specifically. I realized I'm at the grocery store. I was at Kroger. So I got everything. I decided to do breakfast for dinner, fancy breakfast. Hopefully I can do these pancakes right because I want to make strawberry pancakes. And I bought some brown sugar bacon, and of course we're going to do eggs. And I also got her the roses and stuff, the fancy, like insanely expensive dozen roses. And the only reason I'm filming right now is because I was actually waiting for a train and it just passed. So fortunately I was towards the end of it, which is good because I had no idea if it had just started or what. So definitely glad that it's not too long and we're moving now. I guess people are cautious, way more cautious than I am. I just like fly right over the tracks. But yeah, so I'm going to get back to the house. Still got a little bit of time before she actually gets off work, so I probably won't start cooking for a good minute. And then I will probably, I'll probably just get back and clean up before I do any of the cooking and stuff. And I still will have to edit. I never ended up editing. I filmed like my Resident Evil stuff. That went way longer than I expected it to. It just was never ending the stuff that I was playing. I was like, crap, this just will not stop. And I'll survive too long, or it would be confusing, so I would just be playing it for a while. And mostly there's just no good points to end it, without just cutting it off in the middle, and then I have to start all over when I play again. So I was like, well, I'm going to go through and finish this at least, or try to finish it. I basically failed at everything. Interesting day. But headed back to the house now, and I'm actually hungry myself. I want to eat something right now, so I'll figure that out too. Oh, and also, I got a anniversary card, which hopefully she finds funny. I thought it was funny, and I prefer comedy over like the really sappy stuff. I don't buy cards normally either. I just do like my own thing, so I normally don't buy like this typical store stuff. But she always wants flowers, so I got that, and I never really get cards either. So I figured that would be a nice touch as well. So, gonna get to the house, clean up some stuff, and I don't know. I guess I'll go from there. It's so hard to say goodbye. So, Did you fart, Sadie? No. Okay, she's done. She's officially done. So going through Valentine's Day, what I chose to do after the camera broke down for its weird random reason. I'm glad it didn't break because I was a little worried. I was like, I'd never had this experience before. I've had the memory card max out before, but I've never had this weird experience where it kind of freezes in place and I can't like change the menu or anything like that. I was trying to turn it off, trying to see if I could just start recording again, and nothing was working. So after that happened, I just let the camera do its thing. But I did get some extra footage that I'm going to show you guys here. And because it didn't actually end up going anywhere, I'm just going to show it like in its entirety, just because I think it comes out to, because I've already done like half the editing for the first half of the video. So all I really have to do is add this part in, which is actually really good, because this is already like kind of like, oh my goodness. Hi Sadie, how are you? I can't even like pet you because your head is, seriously, this is what she does. And also, here's that little random trick for you guys, just because. Okay, so we good. Sadie's gonna have to stay here, I guess. But after all the stuff there, she totally threw me off. After the kitchen stuff that I did, of course we had dinner. It was good. She enjoyed the pancakes. I had to put more strawberries in because at first it wasn't enough. They just made the batter come out a little bit pink, and that was it. So I was like, I need to put in a bunch of strawberries, and then it was better. Cooking with strawberries is also difficult. I've done it before, but because they're strawberries, they make the batter really, really loose. So it's not like a normal pancake when you cook it. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but for anyone who might be interested in making strawberry pancakes, they come out really loose. So even when you do it right, there's still spots where it's like it'll just fall apart on you just because there's a lot of parts where it's not actually batter sticking together. It's like, here's batter, and then it's just a giant chunk of strawberry taking up, considering it's a pancake, it's taking up quite a bit of space. But pancakes were good. Bacon was good. I like completely, as my girlfriend stated, I made like Cajun bacon on the first couple pieces, and then the second half I did them a lot better. So they all still came out good. They still, even the burnt pieces came out tasting pretty good. I was like, man, this I think it was maple bacon, if I can remember right. It's like Sunday at this point. Like that was Tuesday when I did like the other stuff, but it's Sunday now. But we had a good time. We had what did we have? All right, sorry for that quick jump cut, but I realized I needed this. This is what I was about to get into. I had lost my complete train of thought. I was like, crap, there's something I forgot to have, because I had some pictures that I have some pictures that I'm going to be taking, mostly of the flowers that I got her, but I got my girlfriend the flowers, and then I also got her this card. And the card is, because you know me inside and out, the good and the bad, and you still love me, I have just one thing to say. And then it says, what is wrong with you, of course. And she laughed, which is good. That was good. We have the same silly sense of humor sometimes, because I laugh at some dumb stuff that she does not like. But after that, it says, just kidding. It's more like, how did I get so lucky? Happy anniversary. And then I put love you beautiful and my name in horrible handwriting, because that's all I got. But she liked that, which was good. She loved the flowers. We still have the flowers, and like I said, I'm going to just show her a random picture. They're just flowers, so poof, here's the picture. But yeah, it was good. We had a good day. We watched, what the heck was that movie? We watched the Justice League Dark film, which is actually really sweet. I already did my review on that days ago, so if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. Great movie. It was really, really good. And we might go see, we're either going to end up seeing Lego Batman today, or we're going to go see John Wick 2 tonight, which either one I'm excited for. I really want to see John Wick 2, though. I love that first movie, and I just really want to see the second one. I love really good action films, and apparently it's a great sequel, so I'm excited to see that, but I'm excited to see both, so it doesn't really matter. I prefer to see John Wick 2 first, just because I know it's going to be a good action movie. But had a good time. Really good Valentine's Day. I still haven't taken any pictures. It's been like, I think when I first started the episode, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have more pictures up and stuff. I still haven't done a single thing with my figure, which is still just right here, but still haven't taken it out of the box once. Haven't like physically touched it. It's still been in the box this whole time. I've done a couple episodes of Resident Evil the past couple days. Been editing those. I uploaded one. Finished the other vlog, which is good. So I finished that. I'm doing this one, and I should have this done by today because I already did the editing for the first half. All I have to do is just throw this one in. So should actually have this out by tonight, and I'm sure you guys can hear Sadie tapping around, and I know, well, she's just sitting under the table. She just really likes to be near me. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little bit jumbled. It's just like, boom, here's the whole first day, and then here's just me sitting at the table explaining everything else that happened. But that was pretty much it. I'm glad everything worked out, of course, as far as our anniversary. I'm glad she enjoyed the food and everything. But it was a good day. I actually got a lot more done than I expected. I got my video stuff done. The dinner wasn't horrible. Like I said, Cajun styled the bacon a little bit for the first part. Second, batch of pieces were definitely really good though. But it was nice. Enjoyed the food. She enjoyed the food. We enjoyed a pretty good movie, which I'm glad she enjoyed it because it can kind of go either way. With me, I'm like, if it's comic books, I'm just like, good. It has to be like really bad for me not to enjoy it. But she's kind of the same way when it comes to animated stuff. At least I think we're both kind of in the same scale. When it's live action, it can be kind of iffy between like our different opinions. But typically, DC animation is just like it's top notch every time. But had a good time with it. Hopefully you guys had a good Valentine's Day. If you guys want to share some news stories, some gifts you guys got, if you want to send me pictures of the gifts that you guys got, whether they're nerdy or not, you can definitely do that on Twitter. If you want to, I believe I have it set where people can post on the Facebook page as well. But either way, if you want to, just tell me what you guys got. You don't want to go through the whole picture thing. Just put it down in the comment section below. I'd be very interested to know how your Valentine's Day went. Even if you're alone, what you decided to do outside of being with somebody else, how you spent your time with yourself. I'm interested to know if you guys are interested in sharing, of course. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. As always, thank you guys for being a part of the vlog. I don't think I did that in the last one because I was like incredibly tired. I ended it like I ended my reviews, but I prefer to end these differently because they're different types of videos, and that's a loud car. But thank you guys for joining me on this one. It's a weird thing. Like, I'm still kind of learning how to do this. I think this is, it's only episode 6, and I've been behind for like the past 2 weeks technically, so I'm glad I'm at least catching up, but I'm still learning and hopefully getting a little bit better at what I can do. Unfortunately, the stuff I do isn't super exciting. It's just every once in a while there's something we're talking about, which is exactly why I do a weekly vlog anyway, because I know I couldn't possibly do a daily vlog. There's not enough that I do that's entertaining. Like, I have a simple job. I do my videos during the day, I do my job during the night, and then it starts all over again, and that's pretty much it. So that's why, it's a weekly vlog. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for checking this video out. Like I said, if you guys want to share your Valentine's Day stories with me, whether it's from this year or not, would love to hear them, so please put them down in the comment section below. And of course, thanks for watching.